Hi YouTubers, Cyberden24 here, and I'm going to show you some safety equipment I use whenever I use my chainsaw or use my gas-powered power pruner. This stuff that I'm going to mention is something that I would consider as a requirement for you to use whenever you use these particular types of equipment, because it helps reduce the amount of operator error and also operator injury when using this equipment. It will really save yourself. So let's get started with the equipment. Okay, what I have right here, and let me just lower the camera down a little bit so it's light, so I don't have to hold it above my head. We have a safety helmet. This is something I strongly recommend whenever you use a power pruner, is because whenever you trim high limbs, necessarily they go where they pretty much will fall down wherever they want. So this gives you a little bit of protection. If a limb decides to hit me in the head, at least I have something to protect my head from getting cuts or help getting knocked out cold. As you can see right here, it's got a positioning system, strap system, where it creates a buffer between the helmet and my head, which helps absorb the shock of any kind of blows to the helmet, which then prevents me from getting knocked out cold. And also, they're very nice to actually conveniently have ear protection hooked onto this. Something I strongly require people to wear whenever they use these equipment, because they are very loud and they can really hurt your hearing. Believe me, I've ran a few chainsaws before without hearing protection, especially my larger 394 Husky, and I pretty much, after that time, I realized that I should wear hearing protection, because believe me, it really gave my ears a ring. Another piece of safety equipment is also protective goggles or glasses. Even if you wear prescription glasses themselves, that's not necessarily enough protection. Prescription glasses are meant to see, they're not meant to provide safety. Safety glasses are larger, they cover a wider area, not just your eyes, but quite a bit of distance away from your eye, to ensure that you don't get chips or any kind of small particles like that can get into your eye and really cause some irritation. Could also cause some sight problems. That's a definite right there. And another thing is what I'm wearing right here. These are my bright orange safety chaps. They're pretty much belt on, and these have I believe it's a Kevlar material that whenever a chainsaw will hit these protective chaps, the chainsaw will automatically stop. I mean, I've seen if you really want to see how these things being tested, you can go on YouTube and search up chainsaw safety, and there's actually some videos of people actually taking chainsaws and digging them in these chaps and showing what is the effect of the safety effect of these chaps. It's actually quite amazing. It actually really does protect your legs from any kind of contact with the chain. Because believe me, if I didn't wear chaps and if I cut myself, believe me, I mean, even when these things are not, even when the chainsaw is not even running, the chains are sharp as can be, and they can cut your finger pretty deep. So this will prevent you from accidentally cutting off your limbs or severing severe arteries in your legs, which then will cause you to bleed to death. This is something I always wear when I use a chainsaw, because it doesn't matter how big or small the chainsaw is, you always want to have that safety. You always want to have that little peace of mind, because there's always kickback, and you can always lose your attention, and the saw could always go wherever it's want, and it can go right at your leg. So highly recommend it. Now, these particular chaps themselves, they're about $80. The helmet will probably run you about $40. It also includes a face shield. I particularly don't like the face shield that much, so I just use a really nice pair of safety goggles instead. but safety goggles are very wide in price range. So, I mean, they can be inexpensive, or you can buy really nice ones that can actually cost you quite a bit of money. It just really all depends on what exactly you're looking for. You can also buy these in kits. I've seen Husqvarna sell them. They have a consumer grade, a prosumer, and also a professional grade, which includes pretty much all the safety equipment that I have right here, and then some. And they start at $149. You can pick those up at your local Lowe's or Husqvarna dealer, or you can, like I said, you can pick these up individually pretty much anywhere that they sell chainsaws, because they will sell safety equipment, believe me. And that's pretty much it, YouTubers. If you got any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment or send me messages. And also, once again, I guess now this is going to have to be a staple point whenever I make videos, is if you're going to write negative comments, please, you don't have to use profanity. And also to let you know, this is just going from my knowledge. I have some experience using equipment that I show in my videos, but I don't consider myself as a professional. So believe me, people, if you're going to sit there and berate me on how I do things, you can always, you can be blunt, but you don't have to sit there and use profanity and act like an ass. So that's pretty much it. So YouTubers, y'all take care and have a good one.